Hey folks, Sean McInnes here, and I've got Stephen Frost from Sega, the producer on an upcoming 3DS game, Shinobi. Stephen, this is obviously a modern adaptation of a beloved classic. So how is Sega approaching this game in terms of, bringing this well-known franchise into the modern era?
Sure. So, as Sega, we're huge fans of the Shinobi franchise, obviously. Me personally, though, I'm a huge fan of the classic Shinobi titles back on the Genesis days, the arcade days. So we thought it'd be great to take sort of that classic gameplay and modernize it by adding a lot of the things that you'd expect out of, the typical games that these days. So, improving the combat system, adding combos, obviously dramatically improved visuals, a lot of achievements and unlockables to sort of counterbalance that stuff.
Let's focus in on those gameplay changes for a second here. What are the big changes there? You mentioned the combo system. What are the real big differences that people are going to feel once they pick up the 3DS?
Parries is the big thing. Since there's no blocking in Shinobi, the parry becomes your best friend. And what the parry allows you to do is any projectile or attack that's about to hit you, you can hit the parry button and sort of reverse it. So it really sells the whole, I'm an expert ninja, I'm badass, you can't touch me. So building upon that, and then of course we have a multiplier system which is new, and that encourages you, so if you can keep attacking enemies in cool and interesting ways and not get hit, you build up your multiplier, which in turn increases your abilities. And then, of course, we have magic, which is all new magic. We have 4 magic spells for a variety of situations, but really the expert ninja guys are not going to rely on the magic.
Now, is this pure D-pad and button input, or is there a touchscreen input as well?
So the main game is supporting for the D-pad and the slider, but mostly it's a button-oriented game. However, we have bonus games like the classic shuriken tossing game from the original Shinobi.
Now, how about the 3D element? Now, since 3DS, 3D is obviously optional on there, so you don't want to build the whole game around it. But what does 3D add to the experience?
We have the occasional thing that sort of pops off the screen, but for the most part, we want to sell the large environment. And also, we have these things called action sets, which are the more traditional going into the screen sort of sequences, like we have a horse riding sequence, and that's where the stuff really pops from the 3D. So we have a combination of both.
All right, Stephen, can you finish us off by letting us know when Shinobi is going to be available in stores?
Sure, it'll be available on the Nintendo 3DS at the end of September.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
There you guys have it, Shinobi, coming out in September.